Good morning, everybody. Morning Soaks, episode 4. I don't believe in telling people about their flaws, and that mentality absolutely changed my life in the best way. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jerry. I live in London, Ontario, Canada, and I gotta tell you, I moved to this country 25 years ago from Colombia, and I've always I've always been a fan of the winter. Kind of like I like the cold. I like the way that everything looks, you know. But this winter has been absolutely hard. This is the hardest winter, probably not the not the hardest winter per se, like in temperature, but it's been cold and it's been snowy and it's been really hard to get through. But I love sitting out here on every Thursday. It's become a beautiful ritual for me. I get in the hot tub more than just on Thursday mornings. I actually get in on a daily basis because it really helps my body when you work, when you do physical work in the kitchen and all that. So it's it's I find it very comforting. Very it recovers my body really fast. Um, the topic that I want to talk to you about today is something that is very important for me because it literally changed the way that I approach relationships. And this is not only relationships with your partner, whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, no matter what, or relationship with your parents, your kids, even the people that you work with, because we spend more time with people that we worked with than anybody else in our lives. Even like we spend more time, or depending on your job, right? But sometimes you spend more time with your work friends or coworkers than with your own family. And what I want to say today is that I don't believe in this society teaches us to label people in, for example, what are the things that you like about your partner and what are the things that you dislike? What are the good things about this person and what are their flaws? And that's when my hair starts getting a little bit, frazzled because I don't believe that we are anybody to tell other people what their flaws are or why are they flawed, because you know what, we are all flawed. Like nobody in this planet, nobody in this world is perfect. We are all flawed. We all make mistakes. We all do good things. We all do bad things. So who are we to judge or to label somebody as having a flawed personality or being flawed? I don't believe in that absolutely. And the moment that I understood this and starting applying this concept into my life, that's when a lot of things changed because I stopped looking for what people don't have or who they're not. And I started appreciating the people in my life for who they really are and starting to get to know my people better. And that gave me an amazing perspective to life because I'm no longer in a position of lack. I'm in a position of abundance. And I am loving the people that is in my life abundantly because now I don't look for what they're bad at or what their flaws are. I only look for the positive side in people. Now, there is one exception to this rule, and it's when people are being mean to other people, mean to animals. That's a huge one for me because I love animals. Another one is if you're or if you're being doing something illegal or if you're doing something that is like hurting other people directly. But if none of that is if none of those conditions meet, try to start looking at the people in your life for who they are and for what makes them special, because I don't believe that people have good things and bad things. I believe that who what all the characteristics that makes a person makes them exactly who they are. And this is where your job comes in. Your job is to work out or realize if the people in your life are people that you want to have in your life. Because if you're with somebody, or you're in a relationship with somebody, and you're always hoping, oh, I hope that my partner would change and become this, that's not how life goes. You need to decide, like, the responsibility is not on them to change for who you think they should be. The responsibility is on you to decide if that person has a role in your life or if it fits in your life. That's it. Because you are never going to get other people to change for who they want you to be, because you can make them you. You can't make them be who you want to be. They're only them, and it's their decision. And some people, like, the things that we're labeling flaws in our society are so many stupid things, like, like they snore, or they laugh in this way, or they, like, they speak in this way. Like, those are such, like, we're focusing our problems in like such little minuscule problems that nobody that shouldn't really be problems. But I think that when you start looking at those conditions that you see as flaws, and you start understanding that that's your wife, those are your kids, that's your coworker, that's who they are, that's what makes them unique. And you need to start appreciating people exactly for who they are. And the moment that you understand that, believe me, a switch is going to change in your life, and you're going to start appreciating your friends and your family and your partner and everybody, like, so much more. Now, here's the hard part. Let's say that you're in a relationship right now with somebody that you can actually cut out of your life. If you can't stand the way that that person behaves, and you're not proud of who they are, and if you can't figure it out or can't make it work, like, they're not going to change, it's your decision to walk out. It's your decision to step out. Or it's your decision to say, this is the person that I'm with, and I'm going to love them exactly for who they are. I do this now, and I learned this clicked in my head when I turned 40. Seems that a lot of the good things that happen in my life happened after I turned 40, but I feel that after 40, that's when I became a little bit more smart, because I made a lot of stupid decisions in my 20s and my 30s, and I struggle a lot. So now that I am older and smarter, I'm able to decide and actually take, like, active role in deciding which people are in my life and which people are not. And I've actually decided to cut people from my life that I didn't like the way that they behaved or the way that they treated people. And I've actually cut a lot of people out after my 40s. Another thing that I did was, there were some people that were in my life, and I didn't like that they were lazy or this or that, but I love who they were. Like, I love them because they were friends from a long time ago. Or so I decided that some of those people, they deserve to be in my life. I like them. I want them in my life. I just don't hang out with them so much, but I accept them for who they are. But the best part was learning to accept the people directly in my life, my wife, my kids, my sister, my mother, my father, everybody that it's directly linked in my life, or even close friends that I have that I see on a regular basis. That's been a gold mine for me, because now when I see somebody in my life, I like to see who they are. I like to learn what they bring to my life and who they are as people. And as soon as I understand their frame, that's when I make the decision. And it's cut down so much stress for me, because I no longer stay in relationships just because, oh, they're a friend, and and uh, I can't deal with this. Like, I used to have a friend a long time ago that, let's call it he or she, uh, was always calling me to dump negative stuff. Like, we didn't even live in the same city, but every call was just negative, 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 and I was just on the phone going like, "Oh my God, I got all my own problems, but now I gotta hear this." And it was like, go, 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 like negativity, negativity. And then one day I just decided to, that's it, because I decided I couldn't handle the negativity of this person, and this person was just using me as a dumpster for the stuff that was going wrong in their life. And it doesn't mean that I'm a bad friend, or that you are a bad friend for cutting people that are calling you for help. It's because she didn't do anything about it. She was going from job to job, or she going from job to job, and every job was like, "Oh, I got fired again because of this and this and this and this," and it was like, okay, all those employers can't be jerks. You know, there's a common denominator here. So I realized that, and it's my decision. I made that decision. Maybe that person is a great person to other people, but I decided that that was not a friendship that was worth having for me. So I let it go. And there's a lot of other examples. What are your examples? Examples that you have right now in your life that there's people that you're like on the verge. Like, they could be just people that you hang out with at work, or they could be your closest partner. They could be the person that you share your life with, and that's hard. But it is your decision. You're only one decision away. Do you want to be with that person, or do you not want to be with that person? And that's it. Sometimes it's a hard decision to make, but it opens the path and it clears the path for you going forward into the future to get what you really want. Because one thing that I always preach in my morning shows episodes is that life is short, and you got to do whatever it takes to make sure that your experience in this life is absolutely awesome. Not everything is going to be perfect. We deal with problems all the time. I'm dealing with a lot of issues right now, but you know what? I just keep moving forward, keep a positive attitude, and problems. What one thing that I know in my life is that problems come and they go away, and then you just, the problem comes. Yes, it sucks having problems, but you deal with them, and then they go away, and that's it. I want to say hi to everybody who's been watching this live today. Connie, wise words to live by. Thank you, buddy. I want to say hi to Devin. I want to say hi to Half Cut. Even Ryan McIntyre is in the live. Dave, Danny, everybody that's in here. Grub Club London. Go follow Grub Club London and follow me and come with me to the next tasting. This guy is awesome. He has a like an eating team, and we all just get together. Not an eating team, but we go get together and go support local restaurants. I joined him once last year, and it's so much fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. When you go to work today, when you go to back home today after work and all that, start looking at the people that are in your life. Start scanning them. Can you deal with them? Can you handle them? Do you want them to be in your life? Are you proud of them? If not, make the choice. Happy Thursday. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next week on episode 5 of Morning Soaks. Take care.